RobTV.
Yo, this your boy Rebel Rob coming at you. There's the moon up there. Let's see how close we can get to it, because NASA tells us that the moon is 238,000 miles away. So either I got the bomb dated camera and this moon is 238,000 miles away and I'm able to look at it like this. Matter of fact, tell you what, let's get a little closer. I don't think that's 238,000 miles away. Let's go around it. That's not 238,000 miles at all. But yet they want us to believe it. The Lord said that He placed a lesser light in the night to rule the night, which is the moon, and one in the daytime, which is the sun, a greater light in the firmament. So 238,000 miles away, do we actually believe that? I don't think so. Just like if you believe that, then you believe Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins. You believe those guys went to the moon.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to.
Wait a minute. Did he just say what I thought he said? Did he just say NASA doesn't have the technology to go back to the moon? What?
We used to, but we destroyed that technology.
You destroyed the technology? That doesn't even make sense.
Destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system...
Yes, you heard him right. He just said that NASA cannot fly past low Earth orbit. Now, let's all get on the same page and discuss low Earth orbit for those of you that don't know exactly what that is. Now, low Earth orbit, according to NASA, is the location outside of the Earth that is 99 miles to 1,200 miles outside of the Earth. This is considered low Earth orbit. Now, what NASA says the distance from the Earth to the moon is 382,500 kilometers, which equals 238,000 miles, give or take. So it depends on who is explaining it to you. The Earth to the moon is roughly 238,000 miles away. Now, with that being said, everybody's on the same page? Okay.
We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is...
He just said it. You just heard him. They cannot travel outside of low Earth orbit. But just in case he made a mistake, let's ask Obama. Everybody trust him, right? Yeah.
Previous program, we are setting a course with specific and achievable milestones. Early in the next decade, a set of crewed flights will test and prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
So how did we send humans to the moon 6 times so early on, but we can't figure it out in 2016? How was it so easy to go to the moon in 1969 using this flimsy lunar module?
But it's precisely by investing in groundbreaking research and innovative companies that we will have the potential to rapidly transform our capabilities, even as we build on the important work already completed.
Water, how do you recycle the oxygen? It's...
Now I'm going to pause this right here just in case you don't know who this guy is. He's one of NASA's astronauts who recently came out with a video of being on the ISS, using some green screen layered video stuff where he was playing around with water in a towel, trying to show how water is anti-gravity and all that stuff. But anyway, he's pretending to be in space, and I'm not really going to dwell on this, but I just wanted to show portion of this video just to identify who this person was and all that stuff. What really is amazing is all the water that's flopping around everywhere, and NASA engineers say how sensitive the equipment is in the ISS, and yet water's just splashing everywhere. Anyway, after doing this video, he got his 2 minutes of fame, and so they gave him an interview. So the interview is what I want to get to, because it's really significant what he said in the interview.
The main crucible test bed, where we've been trying to grind out all the lessons that will eventually let us go to the moon, that will eventually let us go to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
Well, that's a great question. The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to. And we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this could harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
The technologies that we're testing out on space station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit. So we have a really robust exploration program at NASA.
Okay, so according to this guy, NASA cannot get past low Earth orbit because of this radiation. All that radiation. We know it as the firmament. So they have to stay in low Earth orbit, and they can't get past low Earth orbit, so we're stuck on this blue ball. Whichever one NASA decides is the blue ball. And which means we've never gone to the moon, that thing right there, which means that these guys, Neil, Buzz, and Michael Williams, never went to the moon. None of the Apollo missions were real, and everyone associated with NASA is fake. We've never been to outer space at all, period. They've been lying for decades about going to the moon, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And all of these fake wannabe astronauts that are nothing but actors have been using NASA to steal $19 billion a year from taxpayers. They should just pay us our money back because it's not adding up. Now, you really have to be some kind of evil to deceive people on purpose the way that these guys have been doing it. Working along with the government, stealing people's money. Man, this all started from me just trying to prove whether or not the moon was 238,000 miles away. Well, as far as that globe goes, you know, the Earth is flat. Well, make sure you subscribe. I'll be doing more videos. Thanks for watching.
I've got one that can see.